guys obviously got down really big, made it a game in the fourth quarter. In your mind, what was the difference down the stretch?
Energy, probably. Just took a lot to even get back into that point. They were just a lot fresher down the stretch and, making plays, and Victor Oladipo just getting downhill and making some tough shots, some pull-ups as well. But we had no chance of being in that. Like, we had no reason to be in that game anyway. We fought back, we battled back, but they came out and just really hit us in the mouth in the first half. And obviously, there's a decision that you have to make at halftime, whether you're going to concede or whether you're going to fight. And we made the choice to fight, which we for the most part do. Sometimes it's too late, and tonight it was a little bit too late.
Brad was talking again about how guys have to be crisper on offense, just run their cuts better, do that kind of thing. What do you see the same thing? What's your interpretation of that?
It's just, I think that I can echo on that statement. Just being complete within the game, doing all the intangibles, doing everything that would matter in the big picture. So just harder screens, just based off of the way teams are playing us, harder cuts. When teams are trying to jam us, being able to read and react. And doing it consistently. I think that's what he's getting at, and it's a little bit foreshadowing, just because we understand, he understands, I understand, Al understands, a few veterans on this team understand what it's going to take for us to reach that next level for what's to come in the future that we're going to face. I mean, the regular season, it's a great test, and teams are going to show us their hands a little bit. We're going to have to make adjustments, but this is a time for us to really focus on what we have to do as a team to accomplish something bigger than ourselves. And it's an everyday process. Sometimes it looks great, sometimes it doesn't. Just got to be unwavering in your approach, but our attention to detail just has to be that much better, and it's going to demand more from me, from Brad, from Al, the leaders on this team, to get everyone on the same page.
Was fatigue a factor after playing in overtime last week?
Fatigue is always a factor. It's always a factor playing in the NBA. I mean, but hey, we get paid pretty handsomely to be out there and take care of our bodies and demand a lot from ourselves. So, I mean, it's just a game. I love it, ups and downs of it.
Are you curious what you're going to see out of this next team after all the changes they made? It's kind of a new squad.
Yeah. All the film goes out the window, I'll tell you that. So, I think everyone's kind of at a high anticipation of what they'll look like, so, yeah.
Kyrie, what were your impressions of Pierce when you were younger?
Truth, going against, my favorite player. I go home and I rewatch the highlights of games 1 through 6, and you see I think it was whatever game it was at LA, Pierce had that black leather knee brace on, and he just put on an unbelievable show in front of his hometown crowd, and he just always rose to those occasions of just consistently wanting that shot, wanting that possession, and then you just saw him just flourish when he had other great players around him. It was just those first few years he was trying to get there, struggling a little bit, which all young players do, and then he got some dogs around him, and then they just elevated him, and it's so awesome to see, somebody of of that talent, be elevated with other great players, and you still see how much he separated himself from everyone else, and whatever the team needed, Doc gave him the green light. It's not like he needed the green light to shoot anyway. So as you can see, as you can hear, I'm a fan. I've been a fan for a long time. I'm a fan of a lot of greats, but his legacy will live on forever.